mortality, suffering, meaninglessness. These are the three pillars of human history. For ages, we treated them like the weather, unchangeable and inevitable. We built religions to soothe the fear of death. We built philosophies to justify our pain. We used distractions to fill the hollow ache of feeling like a cog in the machine. But we are hitting a wall where the old excuses fail. We are entering an era where mortal rules are no longer laws of nature. They are just technical hurdles to be cleared. The tragedy of our time is that progress is uneven. While the top 0.01% invest in living forever, the rest of the world struggles just to make ends meet. We are seeing a great divide. On one side, the exponential growth of AI and robotics. This promises to end scarcity forever. On the other side, the decay of the human spirit. People are trapped in meaningless jobs, low pay, and economic stagnation. They are waiting for a safety net that may never come. For those of us born without a silver spoon, especially in developing nations, the clock ticks louder. We do not have the luxury of a slow climb. If you follow the traditional path, school, job, retirement, you're walking into a trap. The white-collar world you're training for will soon be a graveyard of automated code. To survive and to ascend, you must reject the old way of doing things. The secret to breaking these rules is leverage. In the past, leverage was money or a massive staff. You needed a bank's permission to change the world. Today, leverage is code and media. A single person in a third world country, armed with an internet connection and AI, has more power than a corporation did 10 years ago. AI is the great equalizer. It is the sword that lets one person outthink and outproduce giant companies that are too slow to change. But then again, technology is just a tool. The real transformation happens inside you. If you spend your youth chasing 20th century goals, you will end up with the very suffering you tried to escape. To conquer mortality, you must first conquer your environment. Automate your basic needs as fast as possible. Clear the survival levels of life early so you can spend your best years solving the world's biggest problems. Whether that's curing disease or reaching the stars, the goal is the same. Move from surviving to creating. The end of the old system is not just an ending. It is a transition. The elite of the future won't be defined by their parents. The new elite will be those who merge human intent with the infinite power of technology. If you want to build a better future, you must believe in secrets. The great secret of our time is that there are still uncharted frontiers to explore. Peter Thiel. We are now in the twilight of late-stage capitalism. Hyperconsumerism is replacing religion, the family structure, and what it means to be alive, what it means to be oneself. Inequality is at an all-time high. The top 0.01% enjoy all the world's pleasures, while everyone else is stuck in a meaningless dog-eat-dog rat race just to make ends meet. Cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, HIV, and ALS, among many other diseases, afflict hundreds of millions globally. Other technologies like computers, smartphones, and AI enjoy lifetimes worth of progress in just a couple of years. In a few more decades, the consensus is that AI will replace most white-collar jobs. This will disemploy a huge chunk of the workforce, forcing a reliance on universal basic income. Whether UBI or the welfare of the public will be guaranteed is another matter entirely. Increasing fears of a neo-Malthusian dystopian future are emerging. If this trend continues, who knows what malaise befalls the human race. Personally, I only have about 40 to 50 years left to live, based on the life expectancy of my ethnicity. Of that time, I only have about 20 to 25 years where I'll have the youth and vigor to be effective. However, there's a catch. We're competing against multinational corporations with billions in liquid cash. We are competing against people already born into wealth, with parents already in high-paying industries. We have dreams, we have ambition, we have time. But how the hell are we supposed to catch up? How are we supposed to achieve anything when the world is increasingly unfair? How is humanity supposed to solve its most difficult existential problems? I have sought answers far and wide. Science, religion, and entrepreneurship provide pieces, but they don't provide us the full picture. If they did, progress would be much faster than it is today. This tells us one thing: the status quo. The way things have always been done is not enough. I cannot outcompete a 10-year-old, 50-year-old, or even a 100-year-old corporation in client acquisition and revenue generation. But if they stay stagnant and I use AI for leverage, the one-man business now has a fighting chance. Soon, the one-man business will defeat, or at least match, the legacy corporation. The corporation will eventually adopt AI to survive. But the real losers are the employees who did not upskill with the changing times. They will be fired. And since most white-collar work will be automated, all the available positions for entry-level blue-collar work will be taken, since not everyone can fit into those roles. So why should we wait for the crash before we make a move? Shouldn't we prepare years, even decades in advance? We must become the new elite. Only then can we enjoy abundant, meaningful lives here on Earth, or even beyond it. If we want to fulfill our hierarchy of needs as fast as possible, if we want to focus on our true purpose without a 9 to 5, then we need to reevaluate how we think, how we live, and how we act. There needs to be a radical transformation of how we live our lives and how we identify ourselves to realize our desired outcomes.